This basic storybook for kids has generated more than $226,000 in passive income. Today, I will present to you how to launch a similar business. We will start with developing a book concept, writing the story, and crafting high-quality illustrations, all while using the power of AI technology. If you want to make passive income, then stay tuned until the end of this video. I assure you that it will be packed with valuable information that you won't find anywhere else. I stumbled upon this idea while browsing Amazon for potential passive income ideas. That's when I discovered this children's storybook product. At first glance, it may appear to be just an ordinary book, but after conducting some research, I was shocked by the earnings that these sellers made by selling such simple storybooks. For example, this book got 2,705 ratings, and if we multiply that by $11.99, which is the price of the book, we see that the seller made over $32,000 from just that book. Let's check out another one. This book got 17,389 ratings, and if we multiply that by $5.98, we see that the seller made over $103,000 from that book alone, and this seller has earned over $132,000. The craziest part is that you can publish these books completely for free using Amazon KDP. So, I had an idea to create a similar book using ChatGPT and then publish it on Amazon to make passive income while sleeping. So I chose to make this video to help as many people as possible to make money with this method.
First things first, let me introduce you to ChatGPT. This AI tool is a game changer in the world of book publishing. ChatGPT is a natural language processing model developed by AI researchers. Basically, you can have conversations with it as a virtual assistant to do all the research for your business. It is able to generate high-quality responses that resemble those of a human, including creating original content. It is also capable of handling long conversations with multiple turns and topics. With ChatGPT, you can generate a high-quality children's book in seconds. That's right, seconds. Gone are the days of spending months writing and editing a book or paying expensive authors to do it for you. With ChatGPT, you can have a book created and ready to sell in a matter of minutes. Now, to craft a good storybook, you've got to start with a killer idea. So I turned to the chatbot for inspiration and asked it to generate a title for a children's book. The first attempt, The Adventures of Sparky the Brave, A Tale of Courage and Friendship. I like this, but I wanted to see what else it came up with. We need something to really get the heart racing. So I tried again. This time, it came up with The Adventures of Max and His Magical Friends. It had a nice ring to it, but I knew we could do better. Finally, we hit the jackpot with The Adventures of Sparky and Friends, A Journey Through the Enchanted Forest. Now that's a story that promises to keep readers on the edge. I then told GPT to give me more details about the story, and here are the original details the chatbot generated with its creative brain about the book. It's a charming tale aimed at kids aged between 4 to 8 years old, following the escapades of two young friends as they adventure into the depths of an enchanted forest and band together with friends they have made along the way to defeat a wizard. The concept immediately caught my attention and I knew I had to pursue it. Time to get serious. I needed to craft a detailed story outline. Thankfully, with AI, I can just ask for chapter outlines and it generates an impressive list of chapters, each containing intricate scenes that would guide me through the book. It originally generated 8 chapters, but I simply told it to stick to 6 to make it easier for me to generate less images and to keep the attention span of little kids so they actually read all the way through the book. And here are the 6 chapters revised. Chapter 1, The Enchanted Forest. Chapter 2, The Call to Adventure. Chapter 3, New Friends and Challenges. Chapter 4, Discovering Clues. Chapter 5, The Final Battle. And Chapter 6, A New Day. I rewrote up some of the titles and words, drawing some inspiration from the original 8 chapters while still keeping the number of chapters to be 6. Remember, it's not copy and paste AI generated content that will make you rich. It's the people who learn how to use it and modify it who will be most successful. But it's easy. Even something as simple as changing a chapter title with your own human creativity can be all the change you need to stand out from other AI content. With the story outline established, it was time to buckle down and start crafting the actual story content. I began by copying the first chapter, The Enchanted Forest, into the chat and setting the prompt to write a rhythm story so it's fun for kids to read. My original prompt was too vague and it ended up writing the whole story, so I simply copied and pasted the chapter outline into the prompt to specify, but then it was too long. So then I told the chatbot to limit it to 2 stanzas. I then did this for all the chapters and was thrilled to see how quickly I had a complete story ready to be turned into a money-making book. It's pretty amazing how fast it all came together. I ended up editing some parts of the story, took out words that were too big for kids, and made it so Sparky only knew his friends from afar until the chapter where they banded together. But I could have easily asked ChatGPT to do this for me instead of doing it myself. Next, any good children's rhythm book would not be complete without illustrations. We all know that hiring an artist to commission those illustrations can be costly and time-consuming. But what if I told you there's a way to generate stunning original images instantly for free using AI art generators? Yep, you heard that right. AI art is a game changer, allowing you to create images simply by typing a few words. Now, a lot of other AI artists will use MidJourney. MidJourney is the best and most popular AI art generator out there, but the problem is it limits you to a free trial of a certain number of images. However, Bluewillow is exactly like MidJourney, and it's free for an unlimited number of pictures. You can follow along using the link below this video in the description once you have watched it through to understand everything. Once you've signed up for Bluewillow, you'll be able to see all of the images that have been generated recently by millions of users. You can enjoy the art of others, but you can ignore these. Simply focus on creating your illustrations needed for your book and any other digital products you may make in the future. To initiate the image generation process, you must first initiate a prompt. Begin by typing a /, and without typing a space, type the word imagine, then hit enter or hit the imagine button at the top that shows up. This will enable you to articulate the image you wish to generate by simply typing it. Now refer back to the chapters that you have generated in ChatGPT and select the opening chapter. For example, the Enchanted Forest, introducing Sparky, the adventurous fox, and his animal friends as they live in the peaceful and magical enchanted forest. With this information in mind, you can resume the image creation process by typing a / followed by imagine, and then paste in your selected chapter topic. Once the image is fully generated, 2 rows of buttons will appear. The top row has the buttons U1, U2, U3, and U4, which are all designed to upscale your chosen image, either 1, 2, 3, or 4, starting from left to right and top to bottom. As for the bottom row, V1, V2, V3, and V4, they create 4 new variations that retain the style and composition of your chosen image. To clarify, clicking on U1 enlarges the first image, while clicking on V1 generates new variations of the same first image. So pick whatever image you like to make it bigger. Now it will also show these arrow buttons. What these buttons will do is they will allow you to increase the size of the artwork and fill in the gap in the direction of the arrow. So you can also do that if you feel like the image is not perfectly symmetrical. Once you find the image you like, click the upscale button to make it bigger. To save the image, simply click on open in browser, then right click and save it to your device. I'm gonna call it chapter 1 so I remember which part it is when I'm making my book later. Now let's delve into the second image of the second chapter, the call to adventure, but with the same style as the first image. Now here's how we maintain this initial art style that we've already generated and these same characters. The text we paste or type into Bluewillow is only 1/3 of the possible equation that we can use to influence our image's output. We can also include something before and after the text prompt. Here's a crucial tip. Go back to your first image opened in the browser, copy the first image link, and initiate the prompt with / imagine, then paste the first image link URL. Now, copy and paste your chapter 2 outline from ChatGPT after the pasted URL, and submit the prompt to have Bluewillow create the image. Make sure to place the image URL and the follow-up chapter details inside the prompt box. If it gives you an error, just try again. And now we wait for the image. If it's not quite what you want, go ahead and paste some more details about the animals from the story into here. Once it generates something that you want, you'll notice that this time, since we pasted the first image link that we created, we maintained the original art style from the first image generated by Bluewillow throughout this next image. And we can do the same thing for all other images we generate for the story by pasting the same image link at the beginning, after the imagine prompt and before the text prompt. We can also try any other image link, not just ones generated by Bluewillow. For example, we can find a link to a picture of Starry Night by Picasso to generate, let's say, a children's story about Picasso. If we find it more fitting, we can use a link to the second or third picture generated for the second or third chapters by Bluewillow from then on out. So from then on, it will inspire the next few chapter images instead of the first picture inspiring them. So in the beginning of our prompts from now on, we will include a URL for the image prompt, then our text prompt from GPT for each chapter. For the optional last part of a Bluewillow prompt, you can also add parameters at the end by typing 2 dashes and choosing a parameter from the many that Bluewillow offers. For all of the parameters that Bluewillow offers to further perfect your images, you can check the link in the description of this video. Again, Then, once you find the image you like, go ahead and click the upscale button, and then generate all the rest of your images and do the same thing, and then save them to a folder. Within 30 minutes, I had a whole bunch of illustrations ready to use. Now, I'm not going to repeat this for every chapter because we'd be here forever, but I suggest taking it section by section and generating images based on your story topic. And if you're still struggling to use Bluewillow, no worries. I got you covered with a detailed guide below this video in the description. Now that we've got all these amazing images, it's time to turn them into a storybook that looks like it was made by a pro. Get ready for the easiest book you've ever made. Start by visiting canva.com and search for storybook. Then select the option to create a blank storybook. Proceed by uploading these AI-generated images onto the platform. Once they're in Canva, simply drag and drop your first image into the template. This should be your cover. Now, add the title. Customize the text however you want. Change the colors, font style, add some shadows. It's easy and the sky's the limit. Canva is so user-friendly, it doesn't require design skills, and it's totally free. That's the reason I really like it. When you're done with your masterpiece, click here to duplicate the template to save time, allowing you to add new images and text while maintaining the same text style. Doing this will save you a ton of time, and now you can slap in a brand new image. Next, head back to ChatGPT and copy the first part of your story. Now paste it into the image. Now your story text should keep the same font style as the cover. Of course, you can change your text style to be different from the cover page to make a different style of font for your story, and then duplicate those. Now just rinse and repeat. Add the image from Bluewillow and the text from ChatGPT for every chapter of your book. It only took me about 10 minutes for this part. When you're finally done, just save it as a PDF. Awesome job. You're officially a storybook creator extraordinaire. And there's just one last step for your masterpiece, and that's publishing it on Amazon and making some serious passive income.
Now, there's just one more step you need to take to start earning passive income, which is publishing your book on Amazon. I won't be able to explain the whole process here because it's quite long, but there are tons of YouTube tutorials that you can look up that show you exactly how you can do this. To quickly recap, here are the steps you need to follow. Use ChatGPT to generate your story idea. Create your story outline and chapters. Use the Leonardo.ai art generator to create illustrations. Add the story text to the images using Canva and save as a PDF for printing. Upload your storybook to Amazon KDP. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more great content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.